part of Firebase Studio. So as we know that we can make a APK file from Firebase Studio. So now I want to get for an iOS. So you have to just write just write create I dot IPA file. That is for iOS. As you can say, if you do that, it will ask you for command. If you click that, it's gonna make the build for iOS. We have already made for APK. Last time I have told you that you can go to app. Okay, if you go to outputs, you can download that. So if you go to build app and go to outputs, here you can see that Flutter APK. Okay, I have told you last time that you can able to download it, and last time in the 12 part I have shared you that you can able to use it on your Android. So this is the same file, and we are making for iOS. Okay, the command is running. I wanted to know that can we create both of them. So I have tried for APK for a long time. Now the first time I trying for iOS, so I found that .ipa, its extension. You just write that create IPA file, it will gonna do that. Okay, so it will take some time. We have to wait until it get completed. So you see, I'm using Mac OS, so I don't have an iPhone right now. So even I can use it on Mac OS. As you know that iPhone apps work on Mac OS, iPad OS, anywhere. So I'm gonna test on my laptop whether it's working or not. Okay, so that's why I'm building that IPA file. Okay, so let's see. In the last video I have provided you shorts. You might just check it out. You know that how the app looks like. If I remember, let me show you that. So the last time, as I remember that, okay, that's not one. So I could not find the file. We have to just wait and see that when it gonna download it. You can just watch or go to YouTube videos and see that 12 part. You can see that how the designs are. Okay, as for here you see the designs are not working. I don't know what the problem is. I will try to restart again. As you can see here, it's taking a lot of time, and I'm not really sure that it's gonna make it, because as you can see here, I can see it only Android options here, Android and web. As you can see here, there's a web. You can have web for here. You can just copy, that will work. And we have Android, but there's a no option. I don't find anywhere there's written about iOS. So I'm not sure about it, but let's see if we get or not, because in the Flutter, as we made that app, this they are saying that it can make for Android and iOS, both of them. So I'm just hoping that I can get for iOS. Let's see. We have to wait, and that's the only thing we can do. It might take couple of minutes or sometime half an hour. So I will be here after it's done. I asked for to do that, but I'm here. Okay, there's some problem happened, and I come here in a div dot next. I asked to create iOS file, but it didn't happen. Then again I will try. I have to restart it again. Now again I will try. I will just say to create iOS. Okay, or I can just say that I like IPA. So it's gonna just do that, and as you can see here, the package is iOS WebKit debug proxy. So this is the code. You can just paste like that, or you can just say it that way. It's all up to you. And what the way it's work. As you can see, it's saying that build IP is failed. Now again, I will do that. Like Flutter build iOS is the right code. As you can see that it also command failed, and we're gonna see what was the cause. As you can see, it's saying that it seems that I'm having trouble with the Flutter build. I will try to list out correct one. Then click here again. So we are having a lot of trouble while doing this, and I'm not sure why it is happening. I thought it would gonna be really easier to do that. as for APK it was. So it's saying that output build, so iOS is not one of them. Because building an iOS application requires a macOS environment with Xcode installed. Since this development environment is not running on macOS, it's not possible to build an IPA file here. You need to run Flutter build IPA command on a macOS machine with the project code to create an iOS archive. I'm not understanding what to do here because I thought we can able to use Firebase Studio to make iOS app, but it's saying that we need like a Mac OS, and I'm using Mac OS. Okay, so you can see that I have laptop MacBook M1, and so it's saying that I need to have Xcode installed since the development environment is not running on Mac OS. So I'm not sure that even if I install it in my laptop, will it work from the Firebase Studio, or I have to create it on Xcode. And even I'm not seeing the files for for that purpose. As you can see, there's a dart tools. Okay, dart tool, and here you see these are the files. That's something I don't understand what is for. Okay, and as you can see that IDX here. As you can see, here's the Android file. So we know that it's for Android. We can just download this file. I can open on our Android Studio. I can use it. Okay, we have web version. We can use it also, but we are not seeing that iOS version here at all. It might be because of Dart tool they can create, but I'm not sure about it. And as you can see that we got this response that you need to Mac OS. Okay, then I need to ask how I can just ask. You can see here there's an ask option. I said ask how can I make iOS app with Firebase Studio. I'll just ask that and see that we're gonna get our answer or not. So you're saying that you have a key aspect of development. Here's the workflow getting iOS app. The left Firebase Studio. Okay, write your Dart and Flutter code app. Your logic. Integrate Firebase Studio. Testing your app in a web and Android preview provided in environment. The macOS requirement is to build the final iOS package.api file that submit to the App Store. You must use a macOS machine with Xcode installed. This is requirement for Apple. Their build tools only run on their operating systems. The correct workflow, here is the standard process. Code and test here. Use the Firebase Studio as a primary development environment to build and test core platform app. Use a version control system to get control of your work. Build on a Mac. When you are ready to create iOS version for your testing physical device or releasing to App Store, you need to get your project core into macOS machine by cloning your get repository. Open the terminal on the Mac and navigate your project folder. Run Flutter build IPA to create iOS app achieve. In short, Firebase Studio is for writing your cross-platform code, but Mac OS is required for final iOS as we compile it. We need that, okay, Xcode, and then we can have it. Let's see that is really work or not. So I'm going to install Xcode. Okay, I just want to see that it can possible or not. Okay, Xcode. As you can see, this is the tool, and we're gonna install it. It will take some time. I believe. Let's see. It's around 2 GB, so it will take after around half an hour, like 3 minutes. We need to wait until then. But even then, it's saying something like I need to have a get repository. Means that I have to upload all of that. I don't want that. Can I directly copy from here or not? I just want to ask it. Can I directly add to Xcode, and how to? So I'm asking that can I do it directly or not? I can just download from here. If they can tell me that which one I have to do, then it's much easier for me. Of course, you can open your Flutter project in Xcode, and it is insists of building in these apps. Flutter project is not Dart code. It contains complete native iOS project inside iOS folder. I'm not seeing any iOS folder here. As you can see, there's no such thing as iOS folder, as you can see here. Okay, there's only the Dart tool and no like iOS things. A Flutter project is a Dart code. Okay, it contains a complete native iOS project inside the iOS folder. You don't add your Dart files to Xcode. Instead, you can open the pre-configured Xcode Warper project that Flutter maintains for you. Here's step-step process. Get your code into macOS machine. First, you need to project code in Mac. The best way is to do this is to get GitHub. In Firebase, make sure all your latest code is saved and push to Git. Open your Mac, clone the repository to local machine. Prepare iOS project. Once the code is in Mac, run this command in a project folder to make everything synchronized. Open project Xcode now into iOS part. Okay, run this, and then you can have this. So there are a lot of things that we need to do just to make that one. Okay, if we can just download it and put it, that would really great, but we need to do all these things. Okay, so as you can see here, we are saying all the things. Okay, extensions are here. Okay, we have testing here, we have sidebar, flutter. Now question is then how would we upload this one to GitHub? Because I'm not seeing any option here directly that I can do that. It might be somewhere that I am not sure. Okay, terminal. Okay. So this is a project that we want. So you can see we can just copy the link, duplicate, share. Okay, let me see what I can say. I can say to the another people who are using Fire Studio. I can do that. Copy link, delete, duplicate. So it is a little bit tricky. Okay, I need to figure out how it will work. Only then I can just tell you that how we can do this. So we are installing S code on our device. As you can see that everything is done, but we can just take help from some AI tools. I'm gonna choose Gemini and ask that all the things. So Firebase Studio, uh, make iOS app. I have a Xcode. How to do it? So I have told you the same thing. Okay, I have written here everything that as I did it here. I recommended you to do all the things, but I want like I can just download everything from here. Like you see, okay, let me see if I can download all that or not. So as you can see here, you see that we can download that dot file. Okay, not only that we can download everything. I'm not sure that we can download the app. We can't download the app, but we can download all other things. Like we can download this. Okay, even all the file here we can download all of them. So I'm not sure that what to do here. Okay, let's see what it's saying. Okay, so it's saying that go to file console, add a project, give your project name. You need to ask if you want to enable recommended keep, click get project, register your iOS app with Firebase. Okay, download and a config option, add the Firebase SDK using shift package manager, add package. Okay, for suite UI lifecycle. So you can see the bunch of things they are saying to do. If you really want an iOS app, we have to do that. And we also he's provided the video of how to do it. So you see, if you want to make a iOS app, it's gonna be a little troublesome. It seems that I can just do it in easier way. How? I can just tell AI tool like a Gemini to do exactly the same thing that I told the Firebase Studio to do it, and it's gonna write the code for me, and I can copy it. So do I really need to do all this functionality? I can just directly make it in and a native one. I want to see that it's possible or not. Okay. So the next video I'm going to do that. As for installing that, I believe it's really really hard. So I will do it later on. and I'm avoiding it. I'm gonna see that in Xcode with the help of AI tools, can I have the same thing or not? If I can have it, then I would avoid doing it, like connecting all of that. If I can't, then I'm gonna connect all of that. It would be troublesome, but after a couple of try we can do that. So first I'll see that in Xcode can I make it or not. So thank you for watching this video. Meet you in next video. Bye.